Hey, good morning. It's Tuesday morning. It is a blustery, windy day out there today. A little bit of snow squalls, lots of wind, stirring things up. Great day to, I guess, fly a kite if you really want to. We're looking this week at as we think of new growth, we're looking at preparation and, of course, as we think of getting plants ready to get in the ground. Well, before we get the plants in the ground, we need to get our soil ready. And so I want to give you a verse. Psalm 139, verse 23 says, "Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts." Search me, to take a look, not just a quick glance, but as we think of searching for something, diligently looking for. The psalmist is saying, I want you to diligently search my heart. As we think of spiritual growth and new growth, again, not meaning we get saved every year, so what I'm talking about, but sometimes we need a reviving, a renewing. And so as we think of having new growth and getting our plants in the ground, and there's that winter dormancy and all the things that we need to kind of clean up the soil and get rid of some stuff maybe that's left over from the fall time, and then get that soil ready so that we can get things working for the plants to be ready to get into the ground so that they can have the best opportunity to grow, right? So as we think of in the physical realm, as we think of the preparation, a garden, for example, outside garden or a farmer's field, and as they get ready for the spring, they're going to take their machines, they're going to take the tractors, or a homeowner's going to take the rototiller and begin to stir things up. It does a couple things. It mixes things up and so on, and gets things aerated and so on. But in preparation, we need to get the soil ready. We don't just take plants and dump it on the grass or dig a hole in the grass and throw it in there and so on. There's going to be some proper preparation. We need to get rid of contaminants. We need to get rid of things that don't belong in the soil. That's going to hinder that plant from having the best opportunity possible to see growth, right? And so maybe we want to do a little fertilizer or whatever. But before, as we think of soil preparation, I remember on the farm that my dad had as a teenager, and there was a 20-acre piece that was behind the farm that we owned, and he rented that. And that field had not seen any growth or any work in there for I don't know how many years, and it certainly was evident. So he wanted to plant some produce in there. So he didn't get permission and start off right away and just start digging holes and doing that. This field had been neglected. This field needed to be prepared. So plowing came along and leave that for a while, and then disking and so on. The trees from the edge of the field had started to grow in and get rid of the roots and so on. There was a lot of preparation that needed to take place, but the reward of that, which we'll talk later on this week, but the reward of that was wonderful. So the psalmist here says this: "Search me, diligently look," not just a quick glance, but a serious, diligent look, "and know my heart." Where all the things proceed out of, as Jesus said, it's out of the heart proceed evils and so on, or good, depending on what our heart's condition is like. Then he says, "Try me, prove me, and have an intimate knowledge of my thoughts." Isn't that scary? God knows everything that we think, right? So if our heart is not prepared, if it's not continually maintained, the growth is going to be hindered. Well, at least good spiritual righteous growth. We may give in to the lust of our flesh and so on, which is not godly or healthy. So soil preparation: search me, diligently look, and know my heart, what's in there. Try me, prove me, test me, and know my thoughts, what I'm thinking, what am I meditating on? What are you meditating on? What are we dwelling upon? Where are we allowing our minds to wander? And so as we think of soil preparation, getting that dirt ready, getting that soil ready, and doing everything we can to give that plant the best opportunity for growth, well, what's your heart condition like? What's the field of your heart look like? What's the field of your thought look like? Can spiritual growth continue? And that's the question we got to ask. Hey, thanks for joining me today. We'll see you tomorrow. Sorry about that. Bump that. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.